Happy Valentine's Day, Flyers. I'm Wes Barlow.
And I'm Kalli Matlock, and this is the Rundown.
Today is the feast day of St. Valentine. Do you know what this day means?
Yes, it's the celebration of love, and there's lots of love going around here at Loyola College Prep.
Here's Marguerite Papa to tell us more.
Today is Valentine's Day, and Loyola's couples are super excited to spend this holiday together. I spoke to some of LCP's favorite couples. Let's see what they have to say.
So what are y'all doing for Valentine's Day?
We plan on just going to go eat somewhere.
Probably Sushi Jam.
We don't really know yet. We're just hanging out.
Okay.
We're going out to eat Friday night.
We're going to have a nice, intimate dinner together. That's what we're going to do.
Yes.
We're going to Golden Corral for a romantic dinner.
We're going on a dinner date tonight, and we're going to have a movie time after.
I'm checking out a game.
We're probably going to go to the game, and then after we're going to go to Golden Corral, get some buffet.
Yeah. If y'all could be any other couple at Loyola, who would it be and why?
Dell and Stephanie, because they're always vibing.
Gray Deason and Kennedy Mars, they're adorable.
Kalli and Wes.
Gray Deason and his girlfriend. So they're just really cute. And, yeah.
I don't know. Everybody broke up.
Mr. Dell and Miss Johnson, of course. Just a perfect pick.
Who at Loyola that's not already couples should date?
I think Chris Fish and Lily Cummins should definitely get back together.
August Drummond and Lauren Lindsay, she's in love with him.
Ross and Laurel.
Bella Floria and Van Batson. I just see them together.
Van's really cute.
Jackson and Betty.
Jackson and Betty. Sure.
Big T and Bridget John.
I agree.
Even if Cupid's arrow didn't hit you this Valentine's Day, LCP wishes you a day full of love and possibly candy. This has been Marguerite Papa reporting.
Thanks, Marguerite, and make sure to spend time with your loved ones today, Flyers.
The soccer team's regular seasons have ended, and the playoffs are now in full swing.
Here's Nathan Lorette with a soccer playoff update and the rest of this week's sports report.
This week has been a busy one for sports, with 2 soccer playoff games, senior night tonight for boys basketball and cheer, and baseball and softball getting ready for the season.
It's been a big week for Flyers soccer, as both the boys and girls won playoff games this week. The boys beat St. Louis 2-0 as Bruno Palmieri and Peter Vanchieri each had goals. It was a very satisfying win, especially since St. Louis has frequently knocked the boys out of the playoffs.
Well, we're Catholic, so we don't believe in jinxes. We honestly believe that we were the better team, and although the scoreline was only 2-0, I think it was obvious to everyone that was here that we were the more dominant team.
That was a great win for us. We came out and played our best. We knew that if we played our best, we could take this game, and we just went out there, finished our chances, and dominated the game.
The boys will travel to Thibodaux Tuesday to take on Edie White in the quarterfinals. The girls will also be in the quarterfinals after an 8-0 win over Lucier Wednesday at Mesmer Stadium. It didn't take long for the Flyers to get onto the board, as Kenny Jarrett scored 3 goals in the first 10 minutes. Kalli Matlock and Hope Davis had 2 apiece in the second half, and Aaron Campbell had one as the Flyers mercy ruled the Bulldogs with 12 minutes to go in the second half. Now Loyola will take on Edie White in the quarterfinals. That game will be played Monday at 5 o'clock at Mesmer Stadium. Loyola is the number 1 seed, and Edie White is the number 8 seed in the Division III playoffs.
It's a great win, first playoff game. It's always good to win your first playoff game 8-0.
Yeah, we absolutely demolished the other team. We came out.
We killed them.
Baseball had a scrimmage last Saturday against Parkway. Next week, the Flyers will be playing in the North DeSoto Jamboree and then open the season the following week in the North DeSoto Tournament. The softball team is also getting ready for the start of the 2020 season. That's all for this week's sports.
Thanks, Nathan. And don't forget to go to the boys basketball senior night tonight.
Hey, do you know why we're off of school on Monday?
I don't, but I think Gray Hodges does.
Here he is with the details.
Which president got stuck in a bathtub?
Frederick, the fat one.
Taps.
William Howard Taps.
Talbert, no. Tubman, Harriet Tubman.
Who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
The first president was George Washington.
LeBron James.
Who was the only president to win unanimously?
Unanimously? Abraham Lincoln.
Obama.
John Adams.
Who is the only president to serve more than 2 terms?
Barack Obama.
FDR?
Are you stupid?
More than 2 terms? Isn't that like, JFK?
Thanks, Gray. Looks like some of our students need to brush up on their American history.
Last weekend, SGA put on the winter formal dance in the Independence Stadium skybox.
Here's a recap brought to you by Lauren Lindsay.
Thanks, Lauren, and thank you to the SGA Executive Board for putting on such a fun night.
That's all for this week's rundown.
Have a great 3-day weekend, Flyers. But before we go, here's a preview of an important upcoming event here at Loyola.
Three years ago, Harrison Rosen, I broke both my ankles. 7 months of intense physical therapy. But this year, it's going to be different.
You know, after the injury, it just wasn't the same. He seemed different, but he's been training and he's back. And
people ask how he is, and I have to say he's fine when he's not fine, but I can't get into it because they just wouldn't understand. But you know, like they say, the comeback is always greater than the setback.